The Herculaneum football team will look completely different from the one that reached the district championship game last season. The Black Cats lost 15 players to graduation last year. This year's team will have 6 seniors, but only 3 returning starters combined between offense and defense. Head coach David Cook says there's a lot riding on those seniors and returning players.
They have to run the team. We tell them all the time, the program is ours as coaches. We run the program. Seniors, the team is yours. And we teach our kids there's a difference. A team is temporary. It changes every year. A program's permanent.
Those 3 returning starters include senior quarterback Timmy Venable, junior receiver and defensive back Matt Kaufman, and senior Sawyer Wilfong. Cook says they're confident in those players.
Those 3 guys right now we know we've got that are coming back that were regular everyday starters a year ago. So, we feel pretty confident with them and having them on the field. And this is, we're running essentially the same things that we did a year ago, and so having a little bit of experience, especially at that quarterback spot's been good.
Venable only attempted 51 passes last year, but ran for over 600 yards and 13 touchdowns. He says his leadership will be most important.
I think the biggest thing is lead by example. Most of the new kids are underclassmen, and they just need to be told what to do and shown what to do, more importantly. So I'm just trying to lead by example.
Last season, the Black Cats simplified their offense. They only ran 12 different offensive plays. With so many new young players, they're nearly starting from scratch this year and going back to the basics.
We've started as simple as we can, and we do that every year. We'll pick kind of where do we want to start. What's our basic, or what do we think our basic plan is going into the year, and then we just kind of attack it from there. And, so far on the offensive side, we really haven't done a lot. We've taught a couple different schemes that we run, and that's it, this week. And I've told the kids all week we're not moving on until I feel like we've mastered these.
Herculaneum has long been a tough, defensive-minded run-the-football team. Cook says that at this point, they're further along defensively and have more work to do on the offensive side.
I think defense is a little bit easier to comprehend sometimes for the kids, and it's easier to teach because there's not as many components to that, I don't think, at least initially. When they get a little bit farther into it, learning technique and things like that's going to take a little more time.
With so few returning players and a lot of inexperience, expectations aren't as high as they have been in past years. Cook says they have to be honest with themselves.
We understand that, and we've explained to our kids, there's a chance that we're going to struggle. There's a good chance that we're going to be in some situations where we're not quite prepared or we're not quite talented enough to deal with. So what I'm looking to see out of them this year is are you going to play with heart? Are you going to play with hunger? Are you going to play with humility? Are you going to continue to push those 3 core concepts that we've drilled into you for 2 years now?
Senior linebacker Sawyer Wilfong says he and the other leaders have a lot to teach the younger players, the basis of those being to not give up.
Discipline. When the game gets tough, they have to stick with the plan, and mental toughness, just pretty much the same as discipline.
Herculaneum opens the season at home against Scott City. Reporting for Regional Radio Sports, I'm Tommy Self.